have the Z51 from, yeah, I don't know, Zchork Toys? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. So anyway, it is the Z51. It is another ready to fly DIY. Yeah, this thing looks pretty neat. It looks like the Predator drone. So there's a good picture of it. So let's open this box up, see everything that comes in the box. Upside down. Okay, well, there's pieces there. Okay, there's styrofoam all over the place. So this is the remote, and it is 2.4 gigahertz. You have your power switch here. This is a trim button, your acceleration and deceleration, and then your left and right. This is just a 2-channel airplane, and it does take 4 AA batteries. Now here we have a set of instructions how to assemble the plane. This is not a glue DIY plane. It is all screws, but it does give you assembly instructions and then controller instructions and troubleshooting. Here we have the wings, and they are connected, so it is one piece here. And the motors and everything are already mounted and glued, and then they have the wires run and taped onto the wing already, so that is nice. This looks like the tail, and then here we have the fuselage, and then in here I see some baggies. We have some landing gear. This bag is pretty full of stuff. We have 2 spare propellers right there. We have a little bag of screws. Then we have a propeller removal tool. We have a little screwdriver. You need that for assembly. USB charger, and here is the battery, which is a 3.7 volt, 500 milliamp hour battery. That is a nice sized battery. I think we're gonna get a long flight time out of this. So the next thing we have to do is just put this together. I could do a little movie magic and go, but I don't want to do that. I want to show you how this goes together. So here we go. Okay, now we are ready for assembly. And one nice thing about this one, I don't know if you saw my C-17 video, which was this one, this transport plane. Now this thing flew amazing, but unlike the C-17, this needed glued. Nearly the entire thing needed glued. This is all screw together. Now this isn't a how-to video, it's more like a just watch me do this video. So I'm gonna put this together and then we can take this out to fly. That's how quick it is to put this plane together. So it is extremely easy to put together. It took me less than 5 minutes to do that. Okay, we have it all assembled, and now we are gonna take it out for a flight. It is a little bit of a foggy morning here. Yeah, this battery here, you just plug it in like that, and I must say that this compartment is pretty tight to get the connector in and the battery. You have to like cram it in there. There we go. We'll turn the plane on. Now you see the fast flashing, and now they're both flashing slow. So to bind it, we just up, down, and oh, there we already had some.
I didn't have the throttle all the way down. That's why it did that. So anyway, we are back here at this park, and I love this runway here. So we're gonna try to take off and get this up in the air. So we'll set this here. Now it does have a high and a low. I must admit, this is not the first time I flew it. It will take off in the low speed, which this is where you adjust your speeds. So we will take it off. The reason why I'm flying it again is because the first time I flew it, it was a little too windy, and this thing does not like the wind. I was able to fly it. Here, I'll just cut into a quick scene here where you can see how the wind was just pushing me around. Maybe we can bring it in. Wow. But it's all over the place. So yeah, it is not good to fly in the wind, but now we have a nice still morning. So all right, here we go. Let's take off. I wonder how far of the runway it's gonna take. There we go. I had to steer it a little bit to keep it straight on the runway. So we are in the low, and yeah, this thing flies pretty good. Oh, I got a bird, got a little bird chasing it. They are probably curious as to what the heck this thing is. So yeah, this thing is a really nice flyer, especially in the calm air, because, well, I showed you how it was flying in a little bit of wind, and it did not fly this smooth. It did a lot of those fugoids. I compare everything to that C-17 plane that I flew here, and if you didn't see that video, please check that video out. That C-17 flew really nice. Now I'm just being real easy on the throttle. If you give it a lot of throttle, it will want to climb high and fast, and I just want it to fly smooth like this. And this thing, I'm trying to bring it really close so you can see how smooth it just flies. So this is the low speed. I didn't even switch it up yet, and it turns pretty nice. If you put it in the high speed, it will turn a little more sharper. Here, this is, so if you keep turning, it does want to lose altitude. Okay, I'm gonna switch it to right here. You heard the two beeps. Now it is in high, and let's see if it changes its flight. Oh yeah. It turns really tight there. Yeah, you get a nice tight turn out of that. Coming out of that turn there, it's pretty steady. And I think with a 500 milliamp hour battery like this comes with, I think this is gonna fly for quite some time. And the reason why you get a long flight time out of it is because you're gliding most of the time, and I'm only half throttle. I only keep it about half throttle. So I am climbing slowly at half throttle. It does slowly climb. This thing's a lot of fun. I love planes. Planes are so fun. Even these 2-channel ones, you don't have all those added functions and stuff, but even 2-channel planes are just so much fun to fly, and they're very easy to fly. So I'm just gonna throttle up here and see how high I can climb this thing. And as you can see, I don't know, well, maybe you can't, I can tell that I am climbing, and you could probably see in the video that the plane's getting smaller and smaller. But I am just full throttle, just climbing and climbing and climbing, and I'm easily a couple hundred feet in the air right now, still controlling. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I can faintly hear the motors. I do see it bobbling a little bit. I wonder if there's some wind up that high. Maybe it'll just just bring it back down. So I'm gonna cut the throttle. I cut the throttle all the way. So we're just gonna let this thing glide down. Now if you do hear it, that is because I am operating the turning. So when I turn, it does kick one of the motors on, the opposite motor of the direction I want to turn. So yeah, I'm just gliding back down, and this could take a little bit. Ooh, that bird, did you see that? That bird's after it. I'm getting attacked. So yeah, it's just gliding down, gliding down. Now you can see those fugoids there. Now I better give it some throttle or I'm gonna nosedive right into the ground. There's a little bit of those fugoids. So we gotta manage the throttle a little bit just to get it to level out, and there we go. There it is. So yeah, I was pretty high up in the air there. Okay, I want to attempt to land this thing. I have yet to do an actual touchdown here. Okay, well, that's not exactly how I wanted to land it, but yeah, so it held up. That's one nice thing about these foam planes, is you can crash them and it hardly does anything to them. I was kind of more worried about the landing gear getting messed up, but it's kind of springy. It's pretty durable. It can take it. Wasn't a bad shot there. It kind of hit the ground and then just it just took off like that. So yeah, that was the Predator Z51 from whatever that toy company's name is, I can't pronounce, but yeah, that is the Predator. And this thing is pretty cool. It doesn't fly as good as the C17, but this is probably the second best flyer I had on the channel. C17 is of course #1 on my list. I'm just trying to end this video, but this plane has plenty of battery left and I've been flying around for more than 15 minutes, almost 20 minutes. So that's it for this video. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, but I hope to see you with the next Ready to Run RC.